Kai, freeing 360 men, women and children from a heavily fortified Boko Haram enclave deep within Madara Mountains of Borno State, has been met with both applause and pointed skepticism online. Acting spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Haruna Sani confirmed the rescue was a culmination of weeks of painstaking intelligence gathering, covert reconnaissance, and detailed operational planning, describing it as one of the most significant hostage rescue operations in the Northeast in recent years. "360 lives rescued." But the celebration is tempered by heartbreak as 2 infants tragically died during the operation, unable to survive the harsh terrain as troops moved victims to safety. Online, Nigerians are applauding the military's courage and professionalism while asking the harder question: if this level of intelligence and planning can free 360 people in Borno, why are school children in Oyo still waiting? Today, Nigeria celebrates and mourns in the same breath. Meanwhile, a deeply disturbing claim is circulating online, and Oyo State Police are urging the public to exercise extreme caution. Reports emerged on social media on Thursday, alleging that one of the schoolgirls abducted from Aroro-Eshinle community in Orile local government area had died in captivity, with claims that her kidnappers contacted her mother via live stream to show her condition. The Oyo State Police Command has responded swiftly, issuing a press release describing the report as false, misleading, mischievous, and without any factual basis, stating that no security agency involved in the ongoing rescue operation has confirmed any death among the abducted pupils. The police warned that such reports are designed to incite panic and urge the public to rely only on verified information and official sources. Now, the police denial is welcome, but it does not erase the very real anguish of families waiting for news. What is confirmed is devastating enough. Children as young as 2 years old remain in the forest, now in an environment charged with fear and grief. Misinformation spreads fast, and the damage it causes is real. So please, viewers, verify before you share, because every unconfirmed rumor adds another layer of pain to families already broken. Vimbai.
You know, like you said, it's such a conflicting sentiment, because you want to celebrate those who have finally, since March, regained their freedom. And even then, it's not all of them. They said they released the elderly, women and children below the age of 10. But teenagers, both boys and girls, remain in captivity. And of course, there's still another group of school children that are still in captivity in the same Borno. You come to Oyo, there's the group that we've been speaking about consistently for the past 3 weeks now. Now, people asking, rightfully so, because people are frustrated and fed up. It's now become a very emotional and sensitive topic. People are asking, well, how can one group be rescued? What about another group? And what about the family of somebody very powerful and influential? Why does it seem like justice is unequal for Nigerians? based on where you belong in society. But just to put things in context, without diminishing any of the experiences of any of those who have been through this ordeal and remain in captivity, is that there are issues around the terrain, for one. You know, there's urban captivity, and then there's those that are in mountains, those that are in forests. Then there's also the issue that there's criminality happening. If you look at the family of the ex-minister, they're talking about they followed them online, they had pictures of their cars, they had details of their movements. So it's a warning to us as well to be careful about what we're sharing online. Yes. Then there's those who've been captured by terrorists, which is largely, it seems, ideological. It seems it's about whatever radicalism they believe in, and they're trying to make a point. The same group, that JAS, that captured this Borno group that have been released, is the same group that's said to be responsible for those in Oyo State. So there's so many mixed elements, but I think in all of this, the bottom line is that, to be honest, Nigerians are tired of all the English and all the stories and we do our best to educate and to inform, but when it hits home, nobody wants to hear grammar. You know, people just want security, guaranteed security.
That's exactly what people want. I'd like for you to tie in the story, Dr. Abati. And reactions are trailing dramatic footage released over the weekend by the Nigeria Police Force showing armed operatives storming a darkened building, moving through room after room to bring Mrs. Busayo John Paul, the younger sister of former Power Minister Adebayo Adelabu, and her 12-year-old twin sons, Peter and Paul, to safety. The rescue took place just 3 days after the family was abducted at gunpoint on the school run in Ibadan, with 2 suspected kidnappers killed in fierce gun battle and 2 rifles recovered from their hideout. Let's take a look.
Throw it outside. I mean, throw it outside. I'm videoing, sir. You cannot go into a dark room like that. I'm videoing. Hey, be careful there. Wait, calm down. You are safe. You are safe. Where are the others? Why this one is not moving?
Yes, Bango is the other.
Now, Dr. Abati, the rescue has been widely celebrated, but the reactions online tell a more complicated story. Nigerians are asking, how did the police locate a minister's relative in 72 hours when 40 students and teachers abducted in Orile weeks ago are still in the forest? And I'll take a reaction. This is from Ade Niji, who wrote, school children and their teachers are still in captivity, yet some cases get swift action and results within days. It makes ordinary Nigerians wonder whose lives truly matter in this country. The pain is not just the insecurity, but the apparent inequality in urgency. Now, Governor Seyi Makinde had personally visited Adelabu on Friday, assuring him security agencies were intensifying efforts. The police deserve real credit for this operation. But as one Nigerian put it online, every kidnapped person deserves the same urgency, not just those with powerful relatives. That question remains unanswered. Dr. Abati, I'd like for you to tie in all the...
Okay, very quickly. There was something you said earlier on about people misinforming the public. And you were making an appeal that people should not misinform the public. The thing to add is that people who are carrying false information, who are misleading the public or the security agencies out of either mischief or ignorance, they should know that in Nigeria, misinformation is a felony, it's an offense. Now you may say you have the freedom of speech, but there are no absolute rights, as I've always said. Having a freedom of speech does not give you the right to talk nonsense or to cause danger, to cause fear, to cause anxiety. And that is the import of Section 24 of the Cybercrime Prevention and Prohibition, etc. Act of 2015. It is also in